Hey there, fellow Factorians. Onerous here with another episode of Seablock, and look at this, 3 episodes in 1 week. Yes, starting to try and get a bit more consistent with the episodes. I really want to get this Seablock finished and get us to a rocket launch. We've still got a long way to go, so I need to pump through some of the episodes so we can actually make this happen. Last episode we started doing some. That's right, we got some construction bots. Ah, yes. Okay. It's only been like 5 minutes, but I'm already forgotten. We wanted to turn some construction robots loose on our base, and the big thing I want to do is upgrade this bus. It's going to take a while because we don't have many construction bots. Let's see, we currently have 47 construction bots and 480-ish logistics bots. So that's pretty neat. But what we need to do is we need to put in some of these. All right. We can make that and that. All right. There we go. Okay. Now we have the requesters. Oh, interesting carbon. I'm sure there was a place that needed this somewhere else. Let's put that in the network as well. So now we have in the network the ability to upgrade. We can now go into map mode and do it with the Eye of God with our upgrade tool. There we go. All right, it's a bit dark though because we don't have any light. Let's just do this. Copper is the one that I am most worried about, so we're going to upgrade that to about there, and then the rest of it I think is pretty okay. Actually, I might go this way as well. And we'll run this over to that one. All right, that's a pretty good start. Let's have a look. We got all of our construction bots, 0 of 55 available because they're all hard at work. All right, this isn't going to be a quick process. We'll just let them do their thing. Already, it's amazing. Yeah. So materials are working pretty well, except for steel apparently. Look at that. What's wrong, buddy? What's wrong? You're not getting enough iron ingots because we've just got the one machine doing both. That seems like pretty poor planning, doesn't it? You also don't have enough processed iron because... Yeah, look, this process is just slow. It's just slow. Our mineral sludge, though. Mineral sludge is great. We could speed these up somewhat. They're just crystallizer ones, but that's not the problem we're having. That is not the problem we're having. So that's it. That's our beginning of our upgrades. Let's not get too carried away. As we see more issues, it was definitely the copper that was struggling to get when it was up and running. So the issue now we want to solve is what's going on with our red circuits, and the issue is not enough green circuits. And if you remember from the end of the last episode, if you watched through to there, it's this solder arrangement here. So how can we speed up solder? That is a very good question. I don't even know if there's another way to make it. Is this the only way to make it? Solder mixture. This is the end product we want. So we can make it from molten solder. And molten solder comes from lead and tin ingots. I wonder if we can do that. All right. There is our tin. There is our lead. There is our tin. There is our lead. We could definitely make molten solder, couldn't we? What is it made in? It's in an induction furnace. Of course it is. We could just do it here. We could just do it here. So what do we do with the molten solder then? We can make a solder coil, which is actually something I want to look into. So 80 molten solder makes 4 solder coils, just in a strand casting machine. 80 into 4, and then that makes 12. So that's 80 molten solder makes 12 regular solder. Which is the same ratio. It's the same ratio, yeah. But what it means is, if we look at this, this 4 solder makes 12 solder. So especially when we're using bots to move our materials around, using coils is actually very efficient. So for every 1 coil that we move, we're actually moving 3 solder. So this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do to speed up our production of solder, which we just happen to have in there. We need an induction furnace. What are we missing for that? Let's go with one of these. We're just missing steel. Let's grab a bit of that. Grab a couple because we're often caught without it. Alright. We'll need a strand casting machine. Apparently we've only got strand casting 1. How interesting. Alright. Induction furnace 2. Let's see what I need for a next level strand casting. Well, there you go. Pretty simple. We'll get that. We'll get that. But first things first, let's get this machine going. All right, induction furnace. This actually needs to be here, doesn't it? Yep. All right. Let's move you around like that, and then you can go here. Yeah, it'll work. It'll work. We'll make it work. All right. That does that. You are making molten solder from lead and tin and zinc. We've got a lot of zinc somewhere. I'm sure there's a there is a thing with a lot of zinc, isn't there? All right, and then strand castings. Strand castings. Yeah, just regular strand castings. To turn those into the other things. I don't know if we're going to fit this in here. I'm a little worried that we can't fit this in here, but we'll make it work. All right. Oh, jeepers. Okay. That was a lot different to what I expected. Yeah. All right. All right. We might need to use up a little bit of this space down here. Let's yeah, that was a bit. I was expecting something that size. I didn't get something that size. Okay. Let's see how this works. Solder coil. Molten in and water in. So we can't put another one there. So we could put them down here, couldn't we? Yep. All right. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. We'll put them down here. Do I have any water? I've got to have water around here somewhere. Is that water? It is water. All right. We'll get some water here, and we'll get that as well. There we go. One of those there. Yep. All right. So this is apparently we're out of these. Why are there none in the network? Have I actually not? Have I not set this up properly for requests on pipe? Let's have a look. I should. What? That's why. Okay, there we go. We turned off our network. But while this is going on, let's make sure we've got, say, we don't need as many if we're automating the process. That's the good thing. 50 of them and 50 of them. Yeah. All right. And the system works. Yes, it does. How's our bot situation? We've still got a lot of logistics bots doing nothing, which is very surprising to me. Very surprising indeed. All right. It does mean that we can really ramp up our usage of the bots, and which we will be doing with some of this strand casting. Okay. Now water and other things. So there's that. Yeah, let's just fill that section in, and we'll do that. You, my friend, are making solder. I can't remember who it was. I'm sorry, I always forget these things. Who it was that mentioned that we can get some good use out of the strands when it comes to bots, because it is a good tip. It's a very good tip. Now let's put in one of these here, and a little bit of power wouldn't go astray. There we go. All right. What's not working? This is not working. That is a problem. That is a problem, guys. Let's get you there. All right. So you're going to go drop off there, pick up there, and you're going to do that and drop off over there. All right. There we go. We get rid of some of our stuffs. We now have some strands happening. That's wonderful. All right. You'll go there and you'll go there. All right. Drop off there, pick up there, and you can just pick up there. Is that right? Not you. You are not right. There we go. All right. And let's limit these. Logistics network, connect, solder, strands of solder. If it's less than, I don't know, 500, 5,000, too much. All right. And yeah, we'll copy that one, even though it does stuff up where it's picking up and dropping off to. There we go. Excellent. Okay. We actually got a very quick amount of strands. All right, now we need to use those strands over here to actually make this. We don't need this. We don't need this at all now. We don't need this at all. But let's not get carried away. Okay, let's not get carried away. I think it's one of these that makes solder from solder coils. Yep, there we go. All right, let's get a request chest. There, copy that into there. Give me 480. Man, you are greedy. You are greedy. All right, but look, if that's what the auto calculate has requested, that's what the auto calculator has requested. Just means we're gonna have a lot of it in the network. Suddenly we've got 84 solder. That looks like it'll do pretty well. How are we going to fit this in here? Alright. I mean, that gets us going with solder for green circuits. That definitely gets us going with solder for the green circuits. Is there a way that I can make it do this as well? I think there is. If I do... okay, hear me out. If I do this, and then here I do this, and do that. Yeah, you see, it's like magic. I'm pretty happy with that. I got to say that is working out fantastic. I could fill up both sides of this, but I don't think we need it, do we? I don't think we need it. All right. Where are you outputting? You're outputting to there. You're outputting to there. That's fine. Our green circuits are flowing again. It's resistors now that are the problem. And it's definitely not the making of them. It's every now and then it just doesn't pass it. No. Your problem is carbon. What if I upgrade you? Does that help you? No, not really. All right. I mean, I think this is probably as good as we're gonna get. Yeah, I think this is just the ratio of this is is a little bit whack, but it's good for our setup. I am noticing we are using a lot of green circuits grabbing from here. I just saw a bunch disappearing. I'm not sure where they're going to. Maybe our robot production. Yes, that is it. You can see the green circuit there. But we're at 600 logistics spots. Alright, I just saw an issue here. I mean, it's only an issue. We got 22 there. Yeah, you are connected to that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's working. But this one here, we just want to say, don't make a million robot flying frames. We actually do want a lot of them though. There they are. Robot flying frames less than. No, let's. Honestly, look, if there's probably no reason to put a limit on it, but if we have 500 flying frames not being used, that's probably enough. That's probably enough. I don't see that actually happening. The one thing you've got to remember too is we really should have a separate one of these just doing this. Yeah. Just so that we don't fill up our... Yeah. Z is available construction pots. If that's less than 50, enable you. Yeah. Just so we don't fill this one up here, as we have started to very, very slowly with construction bots. Now, where are the construction bots? Down here, right. Let's... Did I just put them all in there? I did. That's not what I wanted. We want 1, 2... and we want to keep 30. We want to keep... 30 is how many we can use. Okay. I'm very happy with that. Let's see what's going on here. Even now with the yellow belts, we're still starting to see... Well, I mean, I should say we're starting to see this slow down, but at the same time, we're not seeing not enough come through here, are we? Well, we kind of are. Let's get the old upgrade tool out and do all of that and that and these ones here, and that'll just make sure it gets everything that it can through there. All right, but this is still backing up. Yeah, it's good. It's good. All right. Well, let's look at that. There's some red circuits moving. There are some red circuits moving, which is a very good sign. Yep, we've got hit our 500 there. What is next? What is next? So blue science, purple science running. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on with yellow science. Alrighty. We've still got issues with cobalt steel. There is some coming. But the issues are... what do we got here? Coppery waste. It's all coppery waste. Just coppery waste. Just coppery waste. It is just coppery waste. All right. Well, let's get rid of it, shall we? Let's get rid of it. Probably should. You're making stuff. You're okay. You are out of titanium plate. Yeah. Okay. So titanium and cobalt steel are a little bit slow. Again, not surprising. We had a huge backlog originally, and now it's obviously slowed down. Where does our titanium plate even come from? There it is. There. Okay. So yeah, titanium ingots. Yep, that's a problem. That's a problem. Not enough titanium ore. Who would have thought? Stereotype crystals, and not enough chunks. Not enough crushed stereotype. Yeah, look, it's kind of at that point where it's running at full speed ahead. We're just not able to keep up. All right, we've got our strand casting too. Do we have any? Yeah, we got some yellow. We've got some yellow available. We might as well move it onto our rocket. Alright, rocket launch. There it is, rocket control units. We're about a third of the way through, I guess. About a third of the way. Maybe a bit under, so it's probably 200 or so that we need of that. And the issue here is our crystallizers. These are all crystallizers 1. We could upgrade those for a bit of a speed boost, which is probably the easier way than putting in more. Crystallizer 2s. I think they might need blue circuits though. Let's have a look. Might as well have a look. All right, Crystallizer 2. Yeah, they do need blue circuits. And what is the speed boost? 1.5 to 2.25. A 50% boost. Look, let's do some. Let's do some. How's our blue circuits? Oh man, let's just have a look. How's our blue circuit situation going? We have 126. And look, no surprises. It's red circuits. It's red circuits that are a problem because we need 4 red circuits for each one. But they are trickling through. They are trickling through. So if we took 127 of them, look, there's 50 here. There's whoa! Oh, I just saw polished ruby. Let's handcraft some crystallizer 2s. We need reinforced concrete blocks. I wonder if we have any of those in this one here. We do. All right. So crystallizer 2s. Takes a lot of reinforced concrete blocks. All right. There we go. Let's get all those, and we need some more titanium plate, which is something we don't have in abundance. Crystallizer 2, crystallizer 2. All right. We've got a few of them ready to be made. We'll use those to get more titanium plate. That's the plan. But we just saw there was a problem. We saw there was a problem. Now I've forgotten what that problem was. What was the problem? What was the problem? What was the problem? Reinforced concrete? No. I've blanked. I've blanked on what the problem was. It was definitely a problem. Something wasn't. Something wasn't working. Oh man. Oh man, that's annoying. It's just reds. Okay, well, I'm sure someone will let me know in the comments below. Please do let me know in the comments below what I totally just spaced on and said we needed to fix and then forgot about. But let's fix up our titanium, shall we? Titanium. So this is titanium. This is our titanium ore production. It is, and it is stereotype crystals, which are here, which is coming from this guy, which is coming from these two here. Alright, so let's upgrade them. Let's upgrade them with our crystallizer 2s. There we go. Alright, so this should speed this up a little bit. Definitely did, alright. That's our stereotype chunks. Saffronite and rubite. Oh, good old rubite. Alright. We can probably just hit it with that, can't we? Yeah, we can. Alright, and then and this guy. So if we do all those 3 things, we should be increasing our throughput of this. Tungsten doesn't seem to be very critical, I would say. But the issue here is, yeah, of course. This is actually using the stereotype crystals as well, as is our friend here, who's making purified stereotype, which is going where? Where's the purified stereotype go? It goes in here for tungsten ore. Well, I mean that's not a. If I'm being honest, that's not a huge priority, but apparently it is. Where are you going? You're only going in here? Yep. Alright. We can just do this, and that'll give us a little bit of breathing space. Oh yeah, I forgot. Aha. Yeah. Alright. So So this is our tungsten plate and our cobalt. Ooh, okay. You're missing steel ingots. Why don't I have more bots servicing this? Do I not have enough steel? Do I not have enough steel? Let's have a look. Where are our steel ingots coming from? Over here? No, that's alumina. Yeah, that is the issue. I don't have enough steel, which is a problem. It is a lack of givelite, crushed givelite, regular givelite. Is it slower to produce? This produces 1 every 4 seconds. This produces 1 every 4 seconds. Oh, it's the same. It is the same. Alright. We don't have much iron ore available either. Alright. This is I think the issue. So if I'm thinking this through, the issue is we put all this together, we put all the infrastructure in, and we just kind of made it happen. I didn't worry about ratios too much. And now we're starting to use everything. We're really seeing the limitations on what we've got. And yeah, I mean this is an issue, but we now have bots, and we've got quite a few bots, I've got to say. So what we could be doing is putting all these ores into boxes, and then we can start sharing. Like over here, we're actually we've got givelite ore for days. We're not using much that's coming through here for the aluminium or the glass. So if we had all this stuff into boxes, and then our sorting facilities having requester chests, yeah, I think that's what we need to do. At least here for this. Let's give it a go. Not sure how far these are going to reach. Oh, apparently we're out of roboports. All right, well let's fix that. Where's my roboport? What are we missing? Copper? Okay, we need a little bit of copper. And we need a lot of copper. All right. No, that is not what we were missing. 190. It's Roboport antenna arrays. Where are they? Roboport antenna arrays, copper cable. Can I not make copper cable? I'm confused. I think it's red circuits that we don't have. Gonna go out on a limb and say it's red circuits. It is. Alright, there we go. We are gonna need more of these, so I'm just gonna build them all. And we're gonna make this work. We are gonna make this work. Alright. So if I want to cover that, I could just pop one over here. I think that's a pretty good spot for one. Alright, let's get you requesting the stuff you need. And do that and that. All right, so none of these things we don't want that requesting, but we do want those things requesting. All right, and then I'd like to be able to prioritize between these, but no, that's okay. That's okay. Over here. So over here we've got a bunch of this. Excess. All right, we do that. There we go. Now we have a bunch of givelite on there. And is there anywhere with excess of the stereotype? Saffrite ore. Anywhere with some excess saffrite ore. That one may not be so lucky. That's stereotype. rubite. Don't know if that's going to help us anywhere. What's this? That's stereotype. Is sapphirite not needed anywhere else? Apparently not. Alright. We've got some here, but I wouldn't say we have a... wouldn't say we have an excess of it. Would not say we have an excess of it. And to put this into a box would require some additional funkiness. But we actually do have an excess here. Crystallizers, ore crusher 2. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll do that from there to there. We put our requester chest here. No, we definitely don't do that. Alright, it's gonna stuff everything up. What I need to do is temporarily remove that one so we don't get any of that in there. This needs to change to one of those. We don't actually have one of those. Can I make one? I can, of course I can. You need to filter for crushed sapphirite. And then you are picking up from there and putting it in there. Alright. And then we can start this off again. Okay, you also need to be, oops. You also need to be one of those. Yep. My bad. Alright. And you need the crushed sapphirite as well. Crushed sapphirite. There we go. Okay. And get rid of that. Get rid of that. I don't know. We'll get rid of all this stuff, and at some point we'll figure out how we're going to reuse it. Polishing compound, sure. Resistors. Alright. No, I didn't want to put them in there, that's for sure. Let's put that in there. What I wanted to do was control click it into my logistics waste. There we go. Alright. That's better. Our network is working. We've got 600 logistics spots. That's something, and most of them aren't being used. It's only 100 in use. Alright. So now we have some excess sapphirite here. This is speedy sapphirite. We've got none coming through here, though. That's a problem. What's going on here? You've got no crushed sapphirite because I'm an idiot. There we go. Now you've got crushed sapphirite. Alright, now is that helping our production of iron ore? Let's go have a look. I'm following bots. There's bots running here, there's bots running there. It's Givelite, still crushed Givelite. Why is the crushed Givelite not coming? We have a bunch of it. This is crushed Givelite. This is Givelite ore. Aha! Alright, well, we're a bit of an idiot. Let's change this like that. Let's just ditch all that in there, and then spin you around. Nope, no, don't want the rock. We don't want the rock. Yeah, let's make another one of these. Let's make another one of these. Put you there. Let's get you doing crushed Givelite. There we go. Okay. And we'll connect you in and just say, I don't know. We don't really want more than 500 crushed Givelite to be there. Okay. That is working. There's all the jazz. Pop that in there. And the bots. Oh, look at that. That is a beautiful thing. We've actually got some available here. Is this our limitation? I don't think it is. But let's just see. All right, you guys. You've got enough. Yep. You've got enough? Yeah, okay. And we've got a little bit of steel, this steel here it's going. Alright, things are working. We've got some iron happening. We're at 35 minutes too. That is definitely the end of the episode. But as you can see, with our robots now sharing the load, it would be nice. It would be nice just to have. It would be really nice if we got to a point where it was all robots, wouldn't it? It'd make this kind of stuff much easier, because we end up sharing all the materials. So we're just producing a bunch of stereotype, a bunch of sapphirite, a bunch of rubite, and then it goes to the sorters that request it via the bots. Maybe what we need to do is the next round of, like, if we do more of these crystallizers and whatnot, they start doing just to bots. Look, we got. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with the progress we're making. That's all I have to say. We almost got our rocket control units sorted. Sorry, I almost got our rocket control units researched. And then we can actually see what we need to do to make those. So I'm going to call it there. After this, I guess we're just going to keep looking at yellow science and trying to get that working, figure out what's not working. It's probably materials, and we'll get back to basics on materials, but that's it. And as always, massive thanks to my wonderful patrons, and I will see you next time.